Hello. Today we're doing the first installment of the Mario podcast. I'm Neo, and I'm here with Spark, Steengames, H1002, and two special guests this time, DoctorDry and Luigiberto. And let's get into it.
So, we're talking about the first game, Super Mario Brothers, released for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And,
1985, what a year.
yes, the year of many things that I don't know about because I didn't exist yet. So now, let's talk about 1-1 first, I think, would be, the most,
That's the most quintessential thing when you talk about Mario Bros. 1. It's the most, when you hear Mario Bros. 1, you hear 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell
when I think of 1-1, when I think of 1-1, I think of Mario Maker because of how many 1-1 levels people decide to make. I don't know why it's so popular, but for some reason it is.
We are not at Mario Maker yet. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, so you start off with a Goomba, and people have to figure out, press A here. That's the fun bit.
I was one of the very few that didn't run into the Goomba as my first time playing the game.
Yeah.
I think millions of people did that. Remember, video games were very new. People didn't even know what a jump button was.
Well, the Atari had, a jump button if you press the button.
It had a big button and
yeah, but you know what I mean. This was the first game for way many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because gaming wasn't that popular back then compared to, now.
Yeah, so, most people didn't even know what a jump button was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably, it took many months to run.
I think that single Goomba in 1-1 has more kills than any other enemy in any other video game.
Agreed.
Maybe.
That guy kills people.
Yeah, that guy is a maniac.
I think that single Goomba has also more kills than, Sans and stuff.
Yeah.
Not even Sans.
Yes, he doesn't have nothing on that one Goomba.
Yeah, Sans gets beaten by a 1-1 Goomba in kill count.
Not any 1-1 Goomba, but the first 1-1 Goomba.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I hate about this game in particular? I think, that was fixed in Mario 3. You can't walk back.
Oh yeah, the screen gets locked as soon as you make any progress.
That is so stupid.
Yeah. You can't walk back. I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny
makes
that
more
is
sense
so in the Mario 1 from the DS.
Oh, yeah, the challenge mode in New Super Mario Brothers is on the DS.
Yeah, it's based off of Mario 1.
Yeah, I never.
So how many themes does this game have? It has the 1-1 stuff, the normal overworld stuff. It has some cloud stuff. It has underground.
I love how the clouds and the bushes are basically the same thing.
Just like mushrooms and Goomba.
Yeah. Yeah, this game doesn't even have a desert or an ice or ghost house.
Well, to be fair, I mean it was the first game, so it's they're kind of gonna have more basic layouts for levels. It's not gonna be crazy.
I'm not talking about the layouts. I'm talking about the backgrounds. There was no desert, no snow world, no ghost house.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I bet you, when they first started, I don't think anyone came to, Miyamoto and all the rest of them and were guys, we should have a desert. That's just, I don't think that was on their mind at first.
Let's have a desert when everything else is already, this sandy brown.
What even is that ground made of?
Albeit they have trees, so it can't be, this desert, but is this
I want to kill frozen toads.
What?
Is that too much to ask?
I forgot that they did that in the manual where they thought every single brick was a toad inside of it or something. And
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the intention was Mario breaks the bricks, Mario saves the toad, but everyone kind of thinks Mario's killing them now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep,
so technically,
according to the internet, Mario is not clinically insane.
Yeah, I wonder how many lives now Mario's got on his
I wonder how many people read that and were like, I'm gonna play this game while breaking every single block.
Yeah.
I mean, there were
Mario-
probably some
Years
people
ago.
out there that did that.
I bet I get like
I
an
had-
extra bonus if I save all the toads.
No.
That's probably like the mindset or something. I don't know.
I had I done a run of this game a few years ago where I avoided every single like block, whether that be a brick, a question mark block, whatever. I avoided it because as a kid I was like, I wanted to never go for them for the longest time because I was scared they were going to be an enemy inside of it or something. And it wasn't until my father showed me that they were mostly power ups for coins. I was like, oh, okay, these are good.
Ah.
So
Mario Maker philosophy.
yeah, before Mario Maker was a thing. Was
We
the
are
funny
not at
part.
Mario Maker yet, guys. Please stay on topic.
Well, I'm not. I was still talking about when I
Anyway,
first started.
let's talk about the power-ups. Mario has always a wide variety of power-ups. So let's talk about his power-ups in the first game.
We have 3 of them.
There's 2, 3.
No,
Yes.
technically we have 4. We also have the 1-up mushroom.
That doesn't count. That's not a power up. That's a 1-up. That's distinct.
Well,
It's
it
still a
is.
mushroom
It's
that
still
gives
a power.
power of an extra life.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
there's
it's not
also
power. It's
the
not a power up in the traditional sense that's powering you up. Like it's not an immediate.
Well, I
thing.
mean,
It's
it
the
does
most
get
powerful power-up. It gives you a chance at reincarnation.
right.
there's also the completely intentional power up of small fire Mario, which is totally not a glitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
Anyway,
that one.
let's talk about the power-ups. I think that the normal mushroom and the fire mushroom are amazing power-ups.
The fire mushroom.
They're
Yeah.
amazing from a
And
design
That's like
the normal
saying that
mushroom
bread is
also,
good,
like,
Stephen.
the normal mushroom
Right.
just taking an extra hit and breaking bricks is really good. Like, it's not OP, but like it's a great middle stage,
Mm-hmm.
And the fire flower is also really good because you can shoot projectiles. The star, though, I have mixed opinions on.
It's
Go
in like
on.
3 levels max or something.
Yeah,
No,
more of them is
Not
1-1.
doesn't even the
So
problem. The problem with
One.
the problem with the superstar specifically in Mario 1 is that I think that the star becomes more useful like in the new Super Mario Bros games because you can select them before going into a level and you can't do that in the older ones.
Right.
That's true.
So you
Yeah.
are restricted to using a superstar in the level that the superstar is. Like you can't do any crazy shit while you're invincible. Like, yeah, you can go invincible, but like the level design was made around that. Like you don't really feel invincible, Well, in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, you can select them at the start of any level. So at the start of any level you use it in, you do feel like a temporary god.
Mhm.
Sure.
If you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
The thing is about the fire flower that in the older Mario games, like the first one we're talking about, it's kind of nerfed because it's like a mushroom that shoots fire, because it doesn't give you an extra hit, which is kind
Yeah.
of funny.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's always bothered me about the original Mario Brothers is that you don't get an extra hit from like getting the fire flower.
Yeah, because if you get
Yeah.
hit with a fire flower, you just go back to the small Mario.
Yeah.
A lot of things
Yeah.
about Mario 1 is just upsetting now because, at least for me, the physics were horrendous, at least for nowadays, we all have better controlling games.
Yeah,
Again,
the
lack of
All-Stars
backwards
version is
momentum
way
at
better
all.
control. The All-Stars version is way better controls.
Honestly, I
Right.
would say they're both bad in my opinion. I don't like any of the controls. I grew up on the All Stars version, so I know a lot more about those controls than I do with the NES as well. But I still wasn't a fan of them, and I prefer Mario World and Mario 3's control scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention something else about the power ups. If there's like a fire flower and you get hit, and then you grab the fire flower while you're small, you just turn into Big Mario instead of Fire Mario.
Yeah, that
Oh,
also.
I remember that.
Yeah,
It's so
that
stupid.
stinks.
Yeah, but I think that
Also,
that's because
now that we're talking about animations and stuff, what do you guys think about the sprites in this game? How do they hold
they
up?
are really recycled.
Mind them.
And they were fine for the time, but like there's some
Yeah,
things
unless
like Bowser that
I mean-
look kind of weird.
unless
Right.
you
I
like
really
go
like
for a
Bowser's
very
design though. I really like the Bowser design of the original Mario Brothers.
Bulu, Bowser.
You mean King
I think
Koopa?
Bowser looks pretty good.
I still think it's
Yeah,
funny that all of the fake Bowsers, according to the manual, I don't know if this is the Lost Levels, but they're just called Bowser's brother.
No, that was Lost Levels.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, then wrong game. Oops.
we'll bring it up next episode. Don't worry.
go back.
So now, we forgot to mention, like when we were talking about the backgrounds and stuff, that there was like nighttime levels as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but like it's
Those
not
are
the
my favorite.
nighttime you remember, right? It doesn't get dark that you can't see stuff.
It's just
Why
a
do you ever
palette
want
swap.
that though? Like I think it's better how the nighttime works in the original Super Mario Brothers, where it's just like a neat background change instead of
Wow, we're
I
actually
can't
giving
see
a positive
anything.
to this game. What is this?
True.
I mean,
The game isn't that bad. It's not like it's the worst game. In fact, it was
It wa-
like pretty popular. The only reason why it wasn't like crazy, like giving like everyone wasn't going crazy over it, only due to the fact that around the time that the game was released, you figure consoles at home were like not really popular. They're kind of
Well,
on the
yes,
decline.
but Mario Bros. 1 basically blew up consoles on the market. If it wasn't for it, I highly doubt that Nintendo wouldn't even be a thing anymore, let's be honest.
I mean,
Right.
it was good for its time. Like it was like amazing, but now it's just kind of meh. It's
Right.
like
Mm-hmm.
they're just better Mario games.
Not even meh. I'd called it outright. I'd say it's outright bad.
Yeah.
The issue is like a lot of people I know like claim that they're like it's like the best game ever, but honestly, it's just another instance of being blinded by nostalgia. Because like don't
That's
get me
true.
wrong, like nostalgia can be a good thing, but I feel like sometimes like there's a ton of people that are always that they kind of look too much into just like nostalgia, and so it kind of blinds what's really there. So like, I mean, it's not like this game was like, whoa, best thing ever, So
Yeah.
So for
In fact, I was
for the
actually talking
first
about.
game,
Oh,
for the first game, I think this game also has a pretty good enemy variety in this game.
mhm.
it's
Even though
Like
it's
not-
mostly
you
just
have
color
the
swaps.
Goomba. Like you of course have the Goomba, which is just one hit and he's dead. Then
And
you
the,
have
the
then you have the
Koopas.
Koopa Troopas, which if you jump on them, they go into a shell.
And
I'm
then
pretty sure
You
the
even have the
manual.
green and red version, so like the green one walks off and the red doesn't.
right.
I'm pretty sure the manual for I think was either this game or Lost Levels. It called the Red Koopas chickens because they
Wow,
didn't
how
walk
rude.
But
because they didn't walk
then
off
you have
cliffs.
the piranha plants. Then you have the piranha plants, which I can say are pretty easy in this game compared to some other ones.
mhm.
And their
Definitely.
hitboxes are really
If you just
generous.
keep running, like they always like go down when you are there. Like they always go down that moment. Or is that
Right.
my feeling?
Lakitus are interesting because with them, like, if you don't know what you're doing, they're just an actual pain. But if you're like experienced enough to understand the game, you can just run through the entirety of the stages they're in, and they will be no trouble. So
Then you
I really like.
have the Lucky Two. Then you have Lucky Two with the Spinies.
Let's
I mean,
piss
Ooh.
our
everyone off
Spinies
by calling Lucky to.
Are
Yeah.
Spinies
By the
also
way,
in this game like without Lucky Two throwing them? Or
I
is
don't
it
think
only
so.
if Lucky Two throws them?
I think it's only when he
before we,
throws them.
I
There's also
just want
Buzzy
to
Beetles
point out.
when you get into like the second playthrough. Right.
On a side
And,
note,
lastly,
or
we have
something.
the Hammer Bros.
Mhm.
I think those two
Fuck
are the
Hammer
last ones.
Bros.
There are a lot of other enemies
Oh yeah, oh, yeah, Cheap and Bloopers. Sorry, I forgot those.
Yeah.
and bullet bills.
Oh, wait, are the bullet bills in the first one?
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
forgotten
Yeah,
already.
and there's also Bowser, guys.
Sorry.
I totally forgot there were bullet bills in the first one. I thought they were new and lost levels.
Nope.
No, there are also those lava bubbles where I think they're called
Yeah.
potobos or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Potobos.
Potobos.
Is how I always pronounced it.
Those are not alive,
Potobos.
right? These are not alive. Lava bubbles are not alive in the first one.
I don't consider
Bullet
the.
bills aren't.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
consider
Well,
the
they're
Potobos
still
to be
enemies
enemies.
or something.
They're living cannons. Living
Yeah.
lava and living cannons. That's just how it is, you know.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that.
technically speaking, the Koopa Troopas are just AIs, so they're
So I
also
can
not living.
say points in this game are actually useful because if you get a game over, you actually need to start from the very beginning. So coins are actually useful.
A plus start.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Also,
And-
why are we not talking about the blue Goomba?
Oh yeah, the blue Goomba.
The underground.
It's not just
That's
the
just
Goomba.
the lighting. That's just
Yeah,
the
it's
lighting,
Goomba.
guys.
It's not just the Goomba. It's like every enemy because of the palette swap.
What are you guys' favorite level and least favorite level from this game?
My least
I
Not
favorite.
don't
like
remember
Jason.
any of them.
I think my
Yeah,
least
I
favorite
can't
level is
say.
like. I forget which one of the levels from World 8 it was, but I think it was like 8-1 or 8-3, where it's just like a marathon sprint. If you're not holding the run button and holding right the entire time, you will run the timer out.
I don't remember that. I think my least favorite level is 7-4 because it's one of those
Either that or
levels
just
that
suck.
Exactly.
there's like 3 corridors and you need to go to one of them specifically, or else the level just starts looping.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I like
Dude,
that
I
gimmick.
I remember when I was younger, I viscerally hated playing 2-2 when I got NSO for the NES because I didn't own an NES, I owned a SNES. So either way, I played 2-2 on the NES and I hated it because there's that one part of the level where for some reason gravity just pulls you down. And I had no clue why. It just did, and it pissed me off for some reason.
Yeah, because if there's no ground in the water levels, it just starts pulling you down.
Yeah.
I think
At least there
the
are only like 3 levels, 3 water levels in this game.
And the
Thank
minus
God.
one.
honestly,
Oh, the
under
-1 glitch.
hot take, I actually really like water levels. Now, not necessarily in this game, but I do really enjoy water levels. Like, they're always just a nice change of pace, and I feel like if they're like the way Nintendo does them, they're actually almost always like done well.
yeah.
But I
The
mean,
only
Oh,
difference of me
so you mean
actively
like how the? So you mean like change of pace, like the minecart sections in Donkey Kong? You know.
right.
Yeah.
I
mean like that.
disagree, but I disagree, but like that's a whole other discussion.
Mhm.
I disagree, but I can respect and understand the opinion. And I
Yeah.
will say, not all Mario water levels are like absolutely horrendous. Galaxy did them really well. Donkey Kong, even though it's not technically Mario, they really
Like
well.
I'm just gonna say I don't hate water levels in video games. I hate water levels in Mario games.
I don't like
That's
water
fair.
levels that completely change our controls.
I like
Yeah.
the
I
like
prefer
I
big
like water
levels.
levels in Donkey Kong.
Well,
I
to be
like water
fair,
levels in Donkey Kong.
To be
Oh.
fair, think about it like this. I mean, if you jumped in a pool, you're not gonna like start sprinting the same. Like you're not gonna sprint. You're gonna have to like tread through the water. So it's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, watch me. Watch me.
oh
I will
god.
sprint through the water and I walk across it.
Yeah, and like
bro's gonna become
So now we
crazy.
know Steen has the density of a rock.
I said I walk across it, not underneath it.
Yeah, Steen is like Jesus or something.
No, I'm an insect.
Luigi, I'm
Insects
not
don't-
religious, but I don't think Jesus sunk to the bottom of the water.
Oh, guys,
How did we
guys,
get here?
I am an insect. You know those insects that like run on the water, like those types of
Oh
insects.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm that one that just can just turn into a human at will. You know.
We
And when
we
I
need
have
the
my free time,
teleprompter.
I just run across water for fun.
Okay, this conversation just deviated completely.
Yeah, we need a teleprompter seriously bad.
I mean, has there
4-1.
ever been a Mario power up that's an insect, except for the Bee
Bee.
Mario?
Yeah,
You
except
can't
for
just
the
say
Bee Mario.
accept
Bee
the
Mario.
only. You can't just say accept and then say the only like iteration of insect is an idea. Like,
Like,
kinda
don't we
cheating.
want like Ant Mario? Like, don't we
No.
want an
Where
Ant
is
Mario?
Dog Mario, Nintendo?
Dog Mario.
Okay,
Well,
Where's
hey,
Cat
backtrack.
Mario?
No. Here's
No.
what. No, here's what. If I could go back in time, here's what they should do. Right, I should go to Nintendo and say, "All right, guys, we got 3D World with the cat suit. Where's Dog Mario in 3D Land? Like, come on, I'm still waiting on that.
Well, 3D Land was before 3D World.
Doesn't
I
matter.
mean, we got
So
Tanuki
doesn't
Mario
It doesn't
and Kitsune Luigi.
Wait.
Anyway,
no.
Mario
Next
1.
game is going to be 3D 64. Next game is going to be 3D 64. Yes, don't question my naming, and it's going to have 64-bit dog.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, anyways, 4-1.
Oh yeah.
Why that level
Why
specifically?
of all
Because
the-
it introduces the Lakitu, and also if you try to skip to it instead of going to like a different world, then you're gonna have a bad time if that's like your first time playing through the game. Like, because I had a lot of knowledge going into Mario 1 my first time playing it. Like, I skipped straight to 4-1, tried to beat it, and I was like, oh. And I didn't pick up the game for like a year just because I hated Lakitu that much.
You couldn't
Yeah.
even take the Cloud of Lakitu in Mario 1, I think.
Yeah, you can't
I think
even
there was
steal his
that
cloud.
one.
Yeah, that's
So he's
There's
useless.
one
You can't
Hammer
even
Bro in
steal his
World
stuff.
5 that's on an elevated surface, and like you basically
Right.
can't get through without damage boosting. So
Guys, Mario Kart didn't exist yet, so Lakitu didn't have a job. So instead of having a job, he just wanted to make your life miserable.
Fair.
Yeah. Evil Lakitu arc.
Like even so, ever since the first Mario Kart came out and Lakitu got a job, like he's never been as annoying in the Mario games as back then.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was fine. You just kind of need to run through without slowing down.
yeah, as
Yeah.
the youth say, it's a skill issue.
I hate that I can't steal his clouds. Like, let me steal a Lakitu's cloud. Let me bankrupt him and you know get his cloud. Like I
How
don't know.
does stealing?
It's a Lakitu
So
cloud.
you're telling me with that logic,
cloud
stealing
a
somebody's
Lakitu
car is equal to
child?
making them bankrupt?
Like, is a cloud the Lakitu's child, or is it the other way around?
I always viewed it. Why did we? Hang on. I always thought it was his vehicle or his form of mobility,
Yeah, I always-
not his kid.
yeah.
No responsible adult sits on their kid and bombs other people while sitting on their kid. That's not a normal thing.
Yeah, I
It's
always
the other
thought
way
that, like-
around. The kid sits on the father.
I always
That's
imagined
way more understandable.
I always imagined the cloud as like some kind of like supply vehicle, like, and that's where he gets all his spinies from. Instead, Steen is over here. When a man loves a woman,
No. My headcanon, he is the father of the Lakitu, and Lakitus evolve in clouds when they grow up.
They are
Steen, when a man
turtles.
loves a
Nintendo
woman,
has never denied
You're
this.
telling me by that
That's
logic,
weird.
clouds can reproduce.
Yes, clouds can reproduce. Any problems with that?
Wait, what about the clown car?
Oh,
What
no,
about-
that's a machine. We're not going any deeper than that. It's a machine.
Oh my god.
Are machines breedable?
I'm very happy
Also,
my
that's-
parents don't
No.
watch this show.
Also, let's start a war in the comment section. How do you pronounce Lakitu?
Oh,
It's actually Lakitu.
yeah.
Hey.
I say
Lakitu.
Lakitu. I say Lakitu, but I've been told it's Lakitu, but I don't want to call it Lakitu. Like I just don't.
I call it.
I mean,
me because I'm not good with my.
I think the weirdest pronunciation I've heard, and I forget where I heard it from, was Lakaidu.
Well,
Welcome to
One time-
Hawaii!
Bro
One time
became
I
a
heard someone call him La Cactus.
Lakai?
What?
No, those are pokies. Like pokies are the cactus.
Not
Yeah.
to
Hold
mention
on,
the-
I'm not gonna finish this sentence.
Not to mention the fact that Steam brought up earlier that there isn't even a desert world in this game, so like where would there be cactuses in the middle of this game?
True.
Again, guys,
Ugh.
just know that when you kill a Lakitu and steal his cloud, you actually murder a child in front of his father and fly away with the father.
wait, really? Let's go!
Damn, bro. Okay, I am never letting Luigi become a father.
Oh my gosh.
Do not bring a
How are you gonna
hypothetical
prevent
child
it?
towards Luigi. Yeah.
No,
How do you
bad.
prevent that? He's a continent and a half away from you. Try.
Like, and there are even like parents. They grow up in very big clouds, and those clouds are the clouds in Cat Mario.
No.
Oh no, don't remind me of that. I am. If this show somehow goes on long enough for us to start talking about Cat Mario, I'm leaving.
No.
The 5 bits.
Oh
Look.
man, wait, that's what it was before I told.
Again.
Yeah. Let's see. What's everything that can one shot Mario in this game? I know lava and bottomless pits. Is there
Lava.
anything?
Well,
I mean,
lava is a
lava-
bottomless pit.
Yeah, because you just go through the lava in this game.
Yeah. Is there any
Yeah.
segment where, like, the blue lava, which is just supposed to be water, I'm assuming, is there any segment where, like, that you can actually fall into? Because I don't remember any portion where it's not, like, over a bridge. Or, I mean, under a bridge.
Also, I remember that every fake Bowser is like another enemy, and one of the enemies is a blooper, and then I'm like, how does the blooper survive above the water? Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean,
True.
Mario Maker, the bloopers can
Fly.
make
Yeah,
float
but
and
we're
stuff.
not talking about Mario Maker right now.
We were talking
Chill,
about
brother.
Cat Mario like 2 minutes
How
ago.
are we gonna?
Doesn't
How are we
matter.
gonna talk about
Cat
Mario?
Mario
Maker?
will
There's no
never be
support
talked
for
about
Mario Maker.
again. Probably. Hopefully.
Well,
Deal
there's
with
a
it forever.
the blooper that is the pink blooper that lives on the land instead of in the water, but I think that's from Lost Levels.
Yeah.
Bruh. Try not to talk about Lost Levels instead of Mario 1 challenge.
Yeah, it's literally the same game.
No, it's not.
Try
They're so
talking about
different.
Mario 1 and not talking about Mario Maker. Impossible. With this
Well,
group.
the thing is, to be fair, if you think about it, we're technically still on topic because Mario Maker has Super Mario Bros. As a game style.
Yeah, but
So
Mario Maker and Mario Maker 2 will get their own episode, so like we should probably save that for those. Let's talk about the only thing good in this game, and that's how fun it is to speedrun.
That's
That's
not the
true.
only good thing.
If
We
you're
talked about
good,
another good
but
thing earlier. I forget
that's
what it
only
was,
if
but
you're
it was
good.
really
I don't want to spend like 15 minutes trying to speedrun Mario 1.
Mario
Special
1.
guest, speedrunner Cosmic, decides to... No.
That would never happen. Dude, I miss Mario Bros. 35. That was one of the funnest experiences I've had with Mario 1.
Are we allowed to speak
Yeah.
about that?
Still, we do an own episode about
It's
that,
dead.
or
I mean,
so,
yeah,
technically.
this is like the best opportunity we have to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. 45
Mario
was a
45, I played around a couple rounds before it shut down, so
I did
I'm
not
not really the
have
biggest
Switch Online at that time, so I never played it.
I didn't have a chance
Oh, it
to
was
really play
fun.
Mario
I
35 because, like, I never downloaded it because I was stupid.
when
and
I got it, I got it around a month or so after.
You bought it
came out.
for
I was like, "Oh, I might as well give it a
$0.
try."
I bought
And I played it and I was like, oh wow, this is actually really fun. Stopped playing it for a while. A couple months later, replayed it around January, and then immediately won. And I never won again. When it comes to Mario 35, Nintendo had such a good opportunity with making that stay, but they didn't. And to this day still pisses me off that they just removed it because of anti-consumer tactics.
Yeah, there's like basically no reason to do that.
Yep. Same with 3D All Stars.
Yeah, I don't know why they figured making
Can't wait
like.
for the.
I figured they decided that they wanted to pull a freaking like Starbucks or whatever and just say, "Well, we've got a limited time game going on," and they thought that would make it like bring in sales and stuff. But like that, I think that does the opposite. Like why would you do that anyway?
3D All Stars. It worked for 3D All Stars.
Fair.
Yeah, but
I
35 it doesn't even cost anything. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I gotta switch on
And
my
also,
membership.
like there is a difference in being positive for the company and being positive for the consumer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say this.
True.
I am on my knees. They do not do shit like they did in 2020 again for next year's for Mario's 40th anniversary. Because I know they're gonna be. It's 40 years. Like they're definitely gonna be. Like it's gonna be bigger than the 35 one for sure.
Donkey Kong
I know the
99.
biggest one. F Galaxy 2.
Please God,
No,
Nintendo,
even
make
better.
a Galaxy trilogy.
Guys, even better. They are going to completely remake Mario 1.
Why?
And
Damn it,
charge
no.
$60 for it. Charge $60 for it.
Yeah, how about no?
How about we?
No, it's just
don't?
gonna be 1-1 simulator.
It's one simulator. Wait, if you want to do that, just play Mario Maker.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
We
mentioned
talked
earlier.
about
I
Mario
played
Maker
1,000
again.
endless easy levels. I know a thing or two.
Why
about
are
it.
we talking about Mario Maker again? I think this is
Mario
a good time to quit.
You see,
I think
when
this is a
you
good time
Mario
to end it.
you see when you really think
might
about it,
be.
Mario Maker is actually Super Mario Bros. 1 because everyone has made 1-1, and that's the only level anybody ever remembers.
Right.
Okay, let's stop right now. We are going
All right.
crazy. Not like we weren't
So
crazy.
what about
Like
Cat Mario, guys?
We're not even done with the game yet. How are we
Yeah.
supposed to be
No,
done with this game?
one thing I always find funny though is always like, "Oh, hey Mario, Bowser, like your princess is in another castle," and I'm like, by now, if I were Mario, I would just give up. Like I'd just be sick at that point, just of constantly going to castles, only to not be there. But it'd be the most annoying journey ever. Actually, how long do you think Mario took on his journey in
Guys.
the universe?
That's
Like,
guys, I have
1 hour.
I have another headcanon. Like Mario breaks bricks which are technically toads. So like when he goes to the wrong castle and he saves so-called the toad, before it switches to the next level, he murders the toad in cold blood.
He's just
Hello,
that
Mario.
pissed.
Hello, Mario. My
It sounds
friends
like
with the
one of those.
huh.
You're giving
I
fuel to
haven't
the
finished
fire of
it.
those stupid creepypastas.
Yeah, the Mario PC port.
Anyway,
Also, before we end this, do I dare mention Cat Mario?
We already talked about it, and
No.
I'm not doing it.
The itch.io thing. I think it was on itch. I don't know. It was that
Okay.
one really poorly done, like basically modern day, an old
Yeah,
version
modern
of those
day in
troll
like
levels.
2000 and maybe 6 at best.
Whenever they
Are we
made
gonna
Cat
talk
Mario.
about Diagonal Mario when we get to Mario World?
Oh Jesus Christ!
I think
Mario.
we should call it quits. I think we should call it quits.
Yeah, we're
We
starting
are
to get
going
too-
crazy right here. So
No,
I
we're
think we
not.
should call it quits.
I am perfectly
Yeah.
sane.
I-
I think
We are
probably.
saying, aren't we?
I just wanna say around like I think like a quarter of the levels in Mario 1 are just recycled material from previous levels.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was to, like
yeah,
save on
that's-
space and stuff because like.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, like 7-2 is just 2-2 again.
Wait a moment,
Right.
we've already made this
What-
reference.
You can't blame him though, because like you figure at the time it's such a limited hardware, so it's kind of
Yeah.
expected.
I mean, it does make sense, but in the present, it doesn't mean that it's a cool game for recycling.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we see you guys in the next podcast, which will be Mario Bros. The Lost Levels.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'm gonna be the
boy.
one playing it
We're tearing this
on
thing
the
apart.
Wii.
We're gonna be lost.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
lost.
we're gonna be lost.
You and
The
Luigi
level.
probably are. I
Yeah.
don't even know if you're gonna be in there.
Can't wait to have everyone
Yeah,
watch
you
me
guys are
not be able to
lucky.
get
You
past
guys talk-
1-2.
Yeah, you guys got to talk to with. You guys got to talk about Mario 1. How exciting!
Yeah. It was very
True.
It's
fun.
been one of the best experiences in my life, and I think this is what's gonna make me grow and change the person.
True.
Bye.
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 So long.
Bye.